Hey everybody, welcome to another timeless pick a card reading where in this one we are asking, what advice do your ancestors have for you right now? And you're going to have the choice of 4 different pick a cards to choose from. We're going to start with number 1, which is the Selenite Beautiful Egg. That'll be number 1. Number 2 is going to be, I'm going to call this the Black Egg. Number 3 is going to be the Speckled Egg. And number 4 is going to be the red Jasper Egg. Now you can pick as many of these as you want because I'm sure your ancestors might have more than one message to give you today. But if one particular resonates with you, I will have timestamps listed in the description box below. I will start with number 1, but if you want to jump to one of the other ones, just click on that timestamp and it'll jump you forward. So we're going to start with number 1. Right, if you chose reading number 1, which is the Selenite Beautiful Bright White Egg, then that is going to be the reading for you here. We're just going to move the eggs up here. All the eggs, of course. Which came first, the ancestor or the egg? I don't know. We're going to look in here. We're going to start off with the Ancestral Path Tarot and just get an overall theme first of what they're wanting to tell you. And we'll dive in deeper, of course. All right. For those that chose egg number 1, what would you like them to know, ancestors? For all those that will choose egg number 1, okay, I do want this one right here. And you have the 6 of Cups. And this is kind of perfect because the 6 of Cups is about memories. It is about the past. And the cups are your emotions. So the 6 of Cups is kind of called the nostalgia card. I mean, it even looks like someone speaking to their ancestor here. Isn't that crazy? I love it. And basically, try to not have it glare on here as much as that. There. Maybe we'll do that for now. Here we go. So, it is about going back and looking at old memories, and it's like this transformation of energy of the emotions that were and transform them into something new, because emotions are energy, and usually energy in motion. That's why they call it emotion, energy in motion. And energy never goes away, it just transforms. So you have old memories, and it could be even stuff that's passed down from generation to generation, but I don't feel like so much for this. I feel like this is them letting you know just from experience that when they had emotions that they held on to, they know how it impacted them, and that the earlier we can transform an emotion, the less it will use up of our emotion, the less impact it will vibrate out and continue to echo out into our lives. So the kind of the way in which you can transform an old emotion, an old memory, is realizing that every moment is either of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And when we are in unconditional love, if it's a memory of that, we're like, that's like a memory we go to when we need to feel good, right? So we're probably talking more about the memories that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. And so that memory of what someone said or something did to us, that is what we're kind of going back and looking at it and transforming, right? Now, something to realize when we are in the fear of losing conditional love is that the human kind of flips out. It goes out of its mind, literally, because the blood rushes from our brain when we go into fight or flight. The blood goes to our arms or to our legs to run, arms to fight. And we are not thinking, and our body doesn't want us to think. It doesn't want us standing around contemplating while we get ate by a saber-toothed tiger or a dinosaur, right? Tyrannosaurus Rex or something. So it is designed to go into its animalistic, reverting survival instinct mode, and then that's when we go out of our minds, because it's only in survival. It's not thinking clearly. It's not thinking emotionally in a stable way. It's just looking to feel safe again and to be in control again. So when we look at that memory and we realize it's all about fear, that other person was in fear, the little child self inside of them was freaking out, was trying to do everything it could to feel safe and control again. And we probably were also in fear, trying to feel safe and to control. So we have two people, maybe more in a situation that are acting out of their minds, both acting and not really, they're not responding. We're reacting in that fight or flight mode. And so we're just fighting, running all over the place and doing things that are not of love. They're of fear and survival. So when you start to go back and look at a memory, with that open mind, with that open heart, full of unconditional love, if you can, and look at the situation, you'll see it's like swimming out to rescue someone who's drowning, and they smack you upside your head as their arms are flailing all over the place in panic. And then they grab you and pull you under the water with them, and it looks like, oh my gosh, they're trying to kill me too. But after you get them back to shore and they've calmed down and they're out of their fear mode, they are a completely different person, right? And so when you realize that person, that character, that animal almost that attacked you in whatever way, verbally, physically, whatever it was, that they were not themselves, that they were in fear, you start to look at the situation differently. You start to look at them differently. You also start to look at yourself differently. So the ancestors are letting you know this is a power within your hands, that we don't have to be at the whim of all these emotions that, unfold in our lives, and that we can go back and transform them, where instead of being something of fear, they become something of love, because instead of looking at the person and wanting revenge, we have compassion more for them when we see them in that little hurting child that was freaking out instead. So I really like that. We're also going to pull a card here from the Angels and Ancestors deck and see what else they would like to add. All right, so let's see what they have to say. So for those that chose pile number 1, Ancestors, what would you like them to know? What else would you like them to know? Okay, no, none of those. Okay. All right, this one right here. And you have the Sun. Beautiful. Enjoy success and happiness. And I love this card popping up, because not only does the Sun card in tarot represent light shining on every area of our life, even the cobwebs and everything else that may be going on. It's Leo energy, it's child energy. It's about communicating with our child self. So this really is this reaffirmation and this ability to say that you'll be victorious. You will shine the light into the dark areas of our subconscious, of our old memories and our old emotions, and that we can convert them into something that's bright. And it is this reinforcement about looking back and really spending some time with our child self to understand the charged emotions that are still bouncing around in the basement where they were pushed down and not allowed to feel them. And it's about going back and understanding it with new light, new love, and going back and looking at that. Let's see what else they have to say. All right. So it says, know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The Sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system. Solar, of course, referring to the Sun. So, of course, when the Sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brightens up all connection, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm, and it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you're being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you're asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. So I like that. I mean, it's so much about what we were talking about this is what will happen and when you go back and you transform those emotions. Because relationships, we will, if we have a charged emotion of a pain of something that happened when we were younger, it will continue to echo out into our lives over and over and over again and appear in all these messengers that come in our lives over and over and over again. All those beautiful mirrors, all those beautiful teachers reflecting back to us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it. So the ancestors are definitely saying this is so worth doing because this is what you get as well. So I love that. Then we're also going to pull from the wisdom of Avalon and see what else they would like to add. And then we'll get some clarification with the everyday tarot. All right. So what else would you like us to know, ancestors? The ones that chose egg number 1. Okay, this one right here. And you've got movement, and this one was movement forward too. And you got movement with water up there, which is emotions. So you have emotional movement. I think they're trying to tell us something, huh? That is card number 36. So let's see what else they would like to say. So this marker reminds you that all things change as part of the cycle of life. And this may portend a physical move, or it heralds a release from restriction and waiting. Rejoice, for change is in the air, and new things are about to enter your world. This puts you on notice that it's time to broaden your horizons as you move forward on your path. You may travel to new and foreign places, both physically and inwardly, and it is fortunate and timely to do so. Nothing is ever meant to be static in the ways of the living mystery. Movement brings challenges that must not be resisted, for progress can only be made by letting go of what was and welcome what is and what is yet to come. This marker is always an omen of a change for the better. You can't make it up. Movement, 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 reward, benefit, and they're definitely saying more reward and more benefit. So that they crack me up. They just crack me up. And then, actually, I want to put the pyramid right here in the middle. So that's like our ancestors, right? From the land of the pharaohs in the Egyptian time. So we're also going to use these everyday tarot and just see what is their final message for you for this reading anyway. Kind of like this, hearing from them, because they are so wise. They not only, of course, witness their lives, but they have been able to witness everyone else's through the family tree, through hundreds and thousands of years. So they're pretty smart. So ancestors, what else would you like those that chose the first egg? What would you like them to know? Okay, I feel like they do want to this one. That one, that one there yet. So they went to these 3 for down here. And then these 2. Okay. And they want these 2 like this. Okay, interesting. we will listen to them. They are the wise ones, right? So we will just do it like this, and we'll see what all this means. So I do want to start with this one down here. And you have the tower. Yeah. So the tower, of course, represents seeing that what is removed out of our lives is being removed on purpose, for a purpose, to make room for the new. It's like living in a condemned home. There's danger in the gas is leaking and the water pipes are busting and the walls are caving in and the roof is falling in and the floors are caving in and, the windows, there's nothing on the windows, so things are flying in. It's not a healthy environment to live in. And this is showing that when you go out and away from the home, suddenly the lightning strikes and it burns down that condemned home, and it opens up a whole new way of looking at your life. And the insurance company comes and replaces the home, gives you a brand new tower that's full of new amenities. It's up to code and it's healthy and it's more in alignment for your path ahead. So this lightning, like it's almost like this light is coming in and bringing the fire, burning away the things, the way we were looking at things and transforming it, making room for new things to come in. Okay, then I want to go to this one next. Yeah, and you have the Eight of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. Sorry, get this lighting. There we go. And so this is all your thoughts and your beliefs that have been blinding you. See how they have a blindfold? You have all that rope that's keeping you bound, and then all the swords are all around you. Those are all the small t truths of the outside world. All those beliefs that you've had about the supposed to be, the should be, and the need to be, and the have to be, and the must, that were popular opinions that were given. And your ancestors tell you that, we have had stuff that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. And someday, when we're all back on the other side, we're going to crack up about how something started and how it just continued for thousands of years and just where they all came from. And they're saying that, before parents were aware to overcome these thoughts and these beliefs, they had already passed it on to their children. And by their time, their children had dealt with those. They had already passed it on to their children. And it was like, oh, missed it, oh, missed it, oh, missed it. Just kept on getting passed down from generation to generation. But you are a generation that can stop this. You can help stop the continual beliefs that are passed down from generation to generation that are not healthy and belonging anymore. That's what is being reduced to ashes here. They're encouraging you to really look at the beliefs and thoughts that you had, which goes back to transforming these emotions. And as you're able to do that, you're able to help your children and stop it before they have children, right? So somewhere along the lines. And if you're already a grandparent, helping your grandchildren overcome, all these beliefs that were passed down about your worth and looking to the outside world for your definition, just all this wisdom that you've gleaned. And then we're going to go to this one next. Yeah, and you have the Empress. So new beginnings. Here's the egg, right? Empress is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So it is definitely time to embrace that nurturing for yourself, and then you're able to do it for others. It is new birth, which is definitely in alignment with what we're talking about here, because you are burning down things and questioning these things, which are opening you up for this new birth and this new way of looking at things. And you have the Three of Wands. So you got a 3 and a 3. 3 of Wands is about a new direction. So, it's all about your energy and where you're investing it. And whereas before you were, you can kind of see here, they're on a shore and these are ships out here, that they made it from the inland to the shoreline and they were going to take off in a boat and go this way. But now with the new information and new awareness, this healing, this transformation that's happening, it is actually you're choosing a new direction and you're going to go off in this other direction instead. So you are taking things in a new creative way, in a new direction for your life here. And I love that. So I'm loving where this is headed. Now I kind of feel like these are the 4 directions. So these are 4 directions that you can take your life and I get like direction that they're giving you. So we're going to start with down here. should be the south, and this is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about, four is like a solid foundation. Think of a table with four solid legs, and so this is a solid foundation. And the Pentacles is about your outside world and kind of how you view your worth in relation to the outside world. And so there's a strong foundation that's coming in here. It's one of the things I was talking about here actually was, we're taught to look outside of ourselves for our worth. And we're told to look into relationships and situations like jobs and education and social status and our body and things in our bank accounts and our possessions. And those are supposed to define our worth, but that's retail price. Self-worth comes from inside ourself, capital S, self. But retail price is how we judge our price based on the outside world, which is very fluctuating and unstable, because when like relationships, people change or they pass away. So that's unstable. Situations never stay the same. They're unstable. And then, of course, our bodies and our bank accounts and things, that all breaks down, deteriorates, is stolen, or catches on fire, right? So all that is unstable. And when we define ourselves by that, then we feel unstable. When we define ourselves by these old emotions and what someone did is what it means about me, that is unstable as well, because who knows what something means. We get to control that, right? But the Four of Pentacles is about finding a solid foundation of your worth from the inside, which is when you connect to the higher realms and you find this truth, capital T truth, of the unconditional love of the creator of all things that you find within your heart. That is stable because it's eternal, and it's stable because it's unconditional. Nothing you can do to earn it. It's automatically yours, and nothing you can do to lose it. So that is the definition of stability, right? So you find that within here, and this is part of these truths that fall away and that are opening up as you question your old thoughts and your old ways of looking at things and in your past. Then you also have the Justice card, card number 11. So you can see here the scales, they're balancing out the, fears and beliefs and emotions that are rooted in the, that fear of losing conditional love, along and balancing it out with the capital T truths of the higher realm that are rooted in unconditional love, because she has the Ace of Swords in her hand here, which is what allows us to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, while the other side of the sword allows us to slice away these thoughts and these beliefs, these small T truths rooted in the fear of the human experience, allows them to fall away instead. So you are gaining this power and this ability through this experience of reflecting on your emotions to get rid of these old beliefs that no longer serve you. And then we'll move up here, and you have the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. So this is energy returning to you in big ways. All this emotional energy that you use to maintain the pain and the hurt, and the resentment, all that emotion to maintain it takes a lot of energy. When we transform it and it becomes love, then all this energy returns back to us, and it expands our love energy, which just feels amazing. So this represents just a ton of energy coming in, and fast and furious as you do that. It doesn't take a lot of time to transform those things, because sometimes as you go back and look at one thing and you transform it, similar emotional memories just take the cue from the other one. They start transforming themselves, and before you realize it, you just have this ton of energy coming in. This also represents messages from the spirit realm. So your ancestors will also be giving you messages throughout this next month or so, especially. But they want to just give you messages from the physical world, like, license plates and bumper stickers and songs on the radio, a conversation you overhear, or you'll have memories and things just trigger in your mind for no reason at all, or emotion flood you and you don't know what's going on. And that's them making themselves known and speaking with you. So I love that. And then your final card is the Four of Swords. So more stability. This is peace of mind, and definitely here you're sleeping on that Ace of Swords. So you will have both stabilized outside world and a stabilized mentality too. This peace of mind comes in. You feel like you're able to sleep and you're not freaking out as much, and you just have all this beautiful stability that comes in with all this beautiful energy that's changing because you're going back and looking at these old memories. So I love this message for you. What a great wisdom that they bring with the emotions here. So I encourage you to do whatever you can to go do this. There's a wonderful book that I was reading that actually helped me with a lot of this called The Presence Process by Michael Brown. It does help you connect really with your child self and understand how you can transform those charged emotions. So if I remember, I'll put it down in the description box down below if you want to check it out. And because it was a life-changing book for me. So I just wanted to share that with you too. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these timeless pick a card readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, even monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they are available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, and then also click that subscribe button, and that'll give you access to the notification bell. And if you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any of the new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things, it helps spread the Zen love, and it also helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video or you share a video, you comment on one of my videos, or you, of course, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy happy. It does want to share the videos of this channel automatically with other people. So if you want to do any of those things and you feel inspired to do so, I am very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings on a slided price scale for my recorded personal readings, and all that information you can find in the description box below. All right, all of you little hatchlings of the Selenite Egg, just know as you're going throughout your moments that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. All right, if you chose reading number 2, which is the Black Egg, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card from the Ancestral Path Tarot, and we're just going to see what overall message that they'd like to start off with, and then we will dig deeper. So let's give this a shuffle. All right. So for those that chose reading number 2, ancestors, for all those that will view reading number 2, what would you like them to know, please? Okay, there we go. So you received the 9 of Cups, and look at that. Look at the festival. It's all your ancestors watching you dance. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment card. So I do love this for you because they are telling you to go for your wishes. Don't just exist and try to live up to all the supposed to be's and should be's and all these false dreams that have been given to you that you took on as your own. And, one of my things I love to, refer to when I look at that is like, if you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh crap, I got to go live my dream now, then that's not your dream. And because this would be you dancing and enjoying, and your whole ancestors just supporting you and cheering for you to go live your dream, live your dream, live your dream, not live someone else's dream. So that is perfect coming in here. We're also going to pull a card here from the angels and ancestors and see what they'd like to add to that. And one more time. All right. So for those that chose reading number 2, what else would you like them to know about living their dream? All right. They do want this one right on top of this one. Come on. There it goes. Neo the Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Beautiful moon energy. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, Mother Luna, nurturing yourself, giving yourself. It's like mothering yourself and giving you what you need is what I really feel a lot with this. We'll also see what comes in here with this. What message? It says, use your intuition, of course, practice discernment, see through illusions and blockages. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun is God, the moon is goddess, and so she offers a powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cyclic energy and is therefore strongly connected to emotions, which cups are emotions, which often come and go in waves and to somewhat interesting behavior. So when the moon appears in a reading, you're often being told that not everything is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative, and can show you what you've been kept in the dark about. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you've been guided to use your discernment. And when the moon appears, intuitive or psychic urges are increased, so take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and your angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light, right? Being in the side of the stage instead of center stage. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed to you. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. Yeah, so definitely, I feel like the combination of these is they're telling you to look and trust your intuition and your gut and your heart for what your dream is. And it's allowing you to see past the illusion of, what you're supposed to do and you should do and you have to do and you need to do and you must do. It's like looking to see what it is that you wish you would spend your life on. Because your ancestors, so many of them, were like, we sacrifice so many of our dreams just to do the work and to do the stuff that everyone expected out of fear of rejection or sometimes even of being killed and different things. And they're like, it wasn't living, it was existing, and they want to save you from that. We're also going to pull a card here as well from the Wisdom of Avalon and see what they want to add to this dreaming of your life. And I feel like the moon cycles are an important thing for you. You can even be a water sign. Of course, the moon rules Cancer, but, because the moon impacts water signs very much. All of us, of course, because we have so much water in us, we are impacted by the phases of the moon. But I really feel like moon phases are such an important piece so watch when there's a new moon, a full moon. New moon is when you make wishes for wishes coming true. And I'm actually these weekly energy updates that I almost couldn't talk. I'm putting out. I was so excited to tell you that are coming out in the next couple of days, this coming weekend, is about the new moon in Libra. And it talks about wishes and how you can make those wishes. So be sure to check that out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I really encourage you to do so, because then you can select the all option when you click on that little alarm bell, and you'll be notified when those come out. They do come out this weekend. So I really feel with this wish fulfillment and the moon, it's right up the alley there. So let's see what else the ancestors want you to know. All that chose reading number 2, the black egg. Okay, they do want you to have this one right here. And you've got trust. Beautiful. And that's really what it takes to go live your dream, right? It's card number 47. Let's see what else they want to say here. It says, do you have issues with faith? Do you have expectations of betrayal? Do you trust the mystery, capital M, mystery? Do you insist on mapping each tiny detail of your life, believing yourself to be center of the universe? This marker reminds you that trust is required to move forward on your path. Belief and trust in a higher power is about having faith that the outcome will be what it should be, no matter what it is. It is timely for you to place your trust in the divine, in your angels, and in the knowledge that there is a divine plan for all. This marker also asks you to remember that humankind is imperfect, and even if you place your trust in another, there is a potential for this trust to be broken. This means that you need to be discerning and not just trust others blindly. Be mindful of who and what you place your trust in. Is this person, thing, or situation worthy? Trust your intuition, right? In a relationship between you and the mystery, you and the god, goddess, and you and the divine living planet, there is a sacred relationship where trust is never broken. Only you can break it by forgetting who you are, a spirit in temporary human form. Remember who you are. And that's so perfect. So, when you're looking at what is my dream, I've been told what my dream is my entire life. I don't even know what my dream is. Well, remember who you are. Trust your intuition. Use this moon energy to connect to the higher realms, to connect to your true higher heart, and understand who it is that you really are and what it is you really want in this world. And you can put your energy towards that and living that instead. So I think that is beautiful. We're also going to pull from the Everyday Tarot here and get some clarity and see what else they would like you to know. Okay, one more time. All right. So what else would you like those that, okay. It's number one and number, okay. They're like number two, actually number two, number three, and then they did want the next three as well. Okay. What else? Okay. I do want that one there, and then which one? Okay, this one. So let me just get these all scooched up here. All right. And we are going to start with this one down here. And you've got the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is all about the emotions. So emotional message is continuing to go here. And not only does she rule over water, but all the queens get another dose of water. So she's double water. She reminds me very much of the High Priestess in that she is so in tune with her emotions that she has a very strong intuition and connecting to the higher realms. So this is definitely telling you that it's such an important thing for you to really spend time raising your vibration to that of the higher realms, which is of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. Because intuition and trusting your gut and trusting that connection, that connection with spirit is such an important piece of this next phase of your life that's coming up, and your ancestors are encouraging that. Yeah, see, this is the Ten of Swords. This is not a bad card. I know it looks like it. But swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. These are all the blocks that we were talking about that are going to get removed. They're not dead. You're not dead here. You're looking away and seeing the sun rising in the distance there. And All these are the expectations of who you thought you were supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. And you're ready to let those go. Because the 10 is endings and new beginnings. You were exhausted trying to live up to all those expectations on the outside. And this is how you felt when you wake up in the morning. Oh, great, I got to go live my dreams. All these. And it's funny, this talked about betrayal, but I feel like the dreams that you were given that were not your own are what make you feel like you got stabbed in the back, that they betrayed you. And you're ready to let those go. You're tired. You're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired and waking up and feeling like you have nothing to live for, like you are, like they were talking about, like you're just existing. You're so close to feeling that. Yeah, and then on the other side, you have the 10 of Cups. So this is what you feel like when you do pursue your dreams. You feel emotionally fulfilled, all the cups again, just feeling whole and complete and full and overflowing out to the world in comparison to the 10 of Swords where you feel like you're dead. You're the living dead there, the existing dead, because you're not living, right? Then you have the 9 of Wands. And this is great too, because Wands is your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, your passion, your overall energy. And you have the 9 of Cups. And with the 9 of Wands, the 9s are like the Hermit card in the Major Arcana, which is about turning inward for your fulfillment, for your inner adventure. 9 of Cups is finding your wholeness and your completeness from within. And the 9 of Wands is about really grasping onto your energy and understanding how you can direct it. You can see how like this has blockages that we talked about earlier too, where you feel like you've reached a fence and you can't go through. But see how their hand is on one of the wands? That's the Ace of Wands. That's your wand, your power to make things happen. Whatever you focus on is what grows. Whatever you don't focus on diminishes. So you're able to take that wand and grasp it, and it opens up a path for you to step through the blockage and move toward what you are wanting, like your wish of fulfillment. And then these are like the 4 corners. So we got the little Egyptian pyramid representing your ancestors. And like these are 4 directions that they are guiding you through. And here you go, more cups. Page of Cups, new higher emotion. You're connecting to a higher love that you have never felt before in your life. And that's because the more you connect with the higher realms and connect to this beautiful moon energy and to who you really are, connecting to the spirit world and all those posses of unconditional love and light. You know, you have your guardian angels and your spirit guides, your loved ones who are on the other side, your ancestors, like we talked about, the creator, spirit, unicorns, fairies, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. They love you so much and they are there for you. And the more you connect with them, the more you're flooded with this beautiful love that fills you up and overflows out to the world. Yep. And then you have Temperance. Temperance is balancing things out and having patience. And you can see they're kind of doing this alchemy thing with the cup from above, pouring the cup from below. And that's them pouring down this beautiful love into you, which you're becoming this chalice, you're opening up. And that's something you talk about when I talk about wishes. The difference between wishes and intentions has to do with the divine feminine versus the divine masculine. A wish of divine feminine is you become this chalice where you open up and you just allow them to pour in the wishes and bring stuff to you without you taking any effort in making it happen. That's what this wish is all about. This is what is happening. Versus intentions, which would be like taking your wand here, and the magician uses intention and its energy to put energy forward to make something happen and to create. So the difference of the wish fulfillment is you're allowing it to come to you, while at the same time there's other things in your life that you're taking control over here to move through. So there is this wonderful balance between what are you wishing for and allowing the universe and creator to bring it to you, or and actually not even and you also have intentions that you're putting energy out to grow things in your life. So you have this power to do both of those things. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is fulfillment, success, abundance flowing in the outside world. And you can see the family tree back here, which they are showing you that you definitely have this ability to break a chain that's been passed down from generation to generation of not living your dream, of doing what's expected. Whether that's everyone goes into the military, everyone's a police officer, a nurse, maybe some sort of family business. It's something that everyone does, and they're like, you don't have to do that. You can go live your dream. Break that chain. Because trust me, you have a lot of family that doesn't want to continue doing that. It just takes one person to stand up, and a lot of people will follow to live their dream too. And so you're showing how you're breaking a chain, breaking something that's been passed down from generation to generation too. But doing all this also brings you abundance in the physical world. So I love that. Then you have the strength card. Yeah, this is so perfect because this is also, you have the little infinity symbol, gosh, my mind went blank, in her hair, which represents your higher self. This is your human self having this human experience. And so this really is about this beautiful relationship that you're building with your higher self, because your human self is like that lion who goes out and tries to be fulfilled by all this stuff in the outside world, all these expectations. But it doesn't feel full. It just gets more hungry and more thirsty. It becomes hangry. It's hungry, angry, and it's roaring in the jungle. And it's desperate to feel fulfillment. And that's kind of where we're at with that Ten of Swords, right? And the lion isn't quite as aware of the higher self as the higher self, of course, is aware of our human self, because we've kind of veiled our human side so that we can experience this life without realizing how awesome we really are and how powerful we are. We wanted to experience what it feels like to feel small and limited and blocked and trapped and stabbed in the back and all this stuff. But there comes a time in your life where you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, like we talked about. And so the roaring happens and our higher self comes down. And it doesn't come down to kill off the lion to put it out of its misery, or to cage it to protect it from other people from it, or try to control it, manipulate it like they do in the circus with the whip and a chair, because it knows, our higher self knows what our human self is really hungering for, is the unconditional love from up above. And it just is very convenient that our higher self is a powerful, eternal, supernatural spirit being made of unconditional love. So it comes down and it gives it a little hug and it gives it the love it's looking for. That transforms our human experience from one of a roaring lion in a jungle, so desperate, to a purring lion cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling whole and complete, and having this new relationship with our higher self that we'll never forget. And now, it's not like Superman who flies down, rescues us, and then flies away. It comes down, now we're aware of it, we join hand and paw together, and we walk through life in a completely different way. Full of strength and full of love, and not feeling empty. We can have this wish that we want to have fulfill. We trust the Creator. We trust our higher self. We're connected. We're moving with the emotional flows. We're understanding the ebb and flow of life, the balancing of the heavens and the earth, and everything just seems to make more and more sense. We feel this wholeness and this completeness and this power. And it's like, ta-da! You get to live your dream. You get to feel whole and complete. And I do love this for you. So, I don't know, can't add more than that. This is just a wonderful, wonderful reading. I'm so glad that your ancestors are bringing these messages through for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these timeless pick-a-card readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each zodiac sign, also monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. And if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get a notification as soon as they are uploaded, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click that subscribe button, that will give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option that you can choose for all, and then you'll be notified of any new video that comes out on this channel. Also, doing those things that help spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in very important ways. Because when you like a video, or you share a video with others, or comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to my channel especially, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy. It wants to share the videos of my channel with other people as well, just automatically share them. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am very, very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and I have recorded personal readings on a sliding price scale too, and you can check all that information out in the description box below. All right, all you beautiful black egglings, just know that as you go throughout your adventure every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. And if you chose reading number 3, which is this Speckled Egg, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Ancestral Path Tarot, and to see what general message they want to start off with. And then we, of course, will get clarification. All right, so for those that chose egg number 3, what would you like them to know? All ancestors, for all those that will end up looking at this reading, what do your ancestors want you to know today? What would you like them to know, please? Okay, I do want this one right here. And you've got the Queen of Sacred Circles. This should be the Queen of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. So Queen of Sacred Circles, she's a lot like the Empress in that she's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very much in tune with who she is in the world and her worth that she places upon herself. She's been through almost all the Pentacles experiences. And what's great is that in addition to ruling over the Pentacles, which is the earth element, she also gets a dose of water energy. All the queens get a dose of the water, so she's half earth, half water. And the water piece allows her to connect to the moon, which is up here, connect to the higher realms, connect to her intuition and to the spirit realm. And also when you add earth and water together, that equals mud. And with mud, you're able to create things, produce things. So it is about abundance in the world. But I really feel like a big piece of it is they're telling you that it's important for you to nurture yourself, mother yourself, is what I'm hearing right now. We're also, of course, going to pull more, like I said, and we're going to pull next from the Angels and Ancestors deck, just see what else they'd like to add to this. What area of your life do they feel they would like to advise you to give yourself some more of that nurturing energy, that divine feminine energy? All right. So what else for those that chose reading number 3? Okay, they do want that one right there. And you've got spring, see your seeds grow. Yeah, this is so much. Usually she'll have like a rabbit on her. I don't think they have one here. Well, they do have the new birth, right? But usually they have a rabbit. And so now you get your rabbit anyway, which is all about new birth and growth. And that's spring, seeing your seeds grow. So this is so meshing together, of course. So let's take opened right up to it too. So this is about embracing the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. You are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, your inspirations, and your projects. When this card appears, you're moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and your soul. And when the spring card arrives in the future position, well, this is not, I don't have a future position, but this can also indicate the coming spring will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or your intentions. Now, of course, in the Northern Hemisphere, we're about to go into the fall equinox, but Southern Hemisphere, you're about to go into the spring equinox here around September 22nd. So, boom, here comes the spring. Of course, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Sacred Circles also represents abundance, like it says. So these cards are very much communicating and building upon each other. We're also going to pull from the Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle. See what else they would like to add here for you. All right. So what else would you like those that chose? All right, they do want that one right there. Cards are coming fast for you, and you have communication. This is the Sacred Journey marker. So we'll put that here. And card number 41. And I kind of feel before even reading this, they're letting you know that, especially if you're looking at rolling something out that's in the communication field of somehow, whether it's you're talking about something, even doing readings like this is you're communicating, you're sharing information, you're having these beautiful conversations and different things. That is in alignment with what is coming forward here. I also feel for some of you, this has to do with communicating your needs, communicating what you want, because this self-nurturing, Mother Nurture giving you this nurturing energy, treating like this is your inner child, and you are wanting to give yourself something in your life that this is saying yes. You need to communicate what you want, ask for what you want, and that will help things unfold. It also says on here, are you clear and straightforward when you communicate with others? Do you have difficulty asking for what you need? Yep, there it goes. So this marker reminds you of many things related to how you speak to the world and how it speaks to you. It asks you to be clear and to seek clarity in all communication between yourself and others in your life. Perhaps you need to call someone or write a letter. Do you need to connect with someone you haven't talked with in a while? Do you need to clarify something that remains cloudy between you and another? Drawing this marker indicates that it's timely to do so, for communication at this point is highlighted in all areas of your life. This card notes that communication is not just between human beings. Your spirit guides, your angels, and other helpers on your path are always trying to get your attention. Are you open to their messages? Ask and you will know. Look and you will see. Listen and you will hear. Sense and you will feel. And that makes so much sense with the moon energy here and you being able to connect to the spirit world. And communication is not just about talking at someone or something. In Avalon, the sacred wisdom was gained by developing receptivity and learning to listen. So yeah, there's also this spiritual content, of course, of communicating with your spiritual posse, all those guardian angels and spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, creator, spirit, unicorns, fairies, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are, they're also inviting you to communicate with them as well. And then lastly, what we'll do here is we are going to be looking into the Everyday Tarot for clarity. See what else they would like you to know about this. Stepping off and birthing things and speaking up for what you're wanting and what you're needing, and just communication overall. Yeah. Because your angels and guides in your spiritual realm, they honor your free will. So they will not meddle with your life and your power of choice. But if you, of your own free will and your own choice, ask them to meddle in your life and bring you synchronicities and answers and things to your life to help you understand what direction to go and give you solutions to challenges, things like that, they will definitely answer you and assist you. So I love that. So what else for those that chose reading number 3, the egg number 3? Okay, they do want this one here, and then this one, and then this one. Actually, I may move this up a little bit. Okay, oh, and then they do want this one here, this one here. Okay, thank you. And then this one here, this one here, and this one here. Perfect. Just straighten these up real quick. All right, and they do want me to start with this one down here, and you have the Tower card. So this is that things that are being removed out of your life are being removed for a reason, to make room for the new, for this new beginning, for this new thing coming in. So if it's a relationship that ends, or a job that ends, or something that's taken out of your life, just realize it's being done for you and it's not happening to you. It's like an old, dilapidated home that's falling apart that you're living in, that's really, condemned, and lightning strikes it and catches it on fire and burns it all down. And then the insurance company comes and replaces it with a brand spanking new, upgraded home, a new tower that is in more alignment with where you are headed in your life. And so you realize that it happens for you. And as, of course, while it's on fire, you're like, oh my gosh. But if you realize and remember this reading and go, okay, this thing is being removed for this new thing to come in, and it's even better and more upgraded than you ever had hoped for. So it is something that's definitely in your favor, that's being removed and coming in for you. And then you have the Two of Wands. Yeah. So the Two of Wands is your energy and your drive, your ambition, your passions. And the two, you can see how they have the world in their hands here. This is about you with this new opportunity opening up. You get to start making plans of what you want to do with all this new adventure. Plotting what you want to do, how you want to get there, the steps you want to take to get there, and then start taking step toward it. So this new birth, they are definitely saying, whatever this new thing is, continue to make plans, continue to step forward to it, because it is where they want you to head, what they want you to do. Yeah, and then here is the Empress. So I told you, this is like the Empress energy here. So new birth, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very much confirmed spirit saying, yes, it's time for you, time to nurture you, time for new birth coming in. It's like, can't add more into that. It's basically that card again. And then you have the Hierophant, which the Hierophant is like the spiritual leader, spiritual knowledge, moving up in your awareness, finding the hidden spiritual higher truths too. So especially with that communication with the higher realm, as you communicate more, they will be revealing things for you, and you can see how they have keys on here. This opens up the gates of blockages and things you felt were holding you back before. And these would have been thoughts and beliefs. If you're looking into spirituality and you kind of feel like, well, we're not supposed to do this or do that or do whatever, realize that limitations are of man. of the human side out of fear and not of unconditional love, because we are such an expansive being. We can, roam through all these different places. But if you're told, no, you can't do that, you're going to, break the rules and get in trouble, then, that's not of the Creator. That's of mankind meddling in that. And then, of course, we have the pyramid here. This is your ancestors, all back in the Egyptian days, but all ancestors. And these are the 4 directions that they're giving you here. And you've got the King of Pentacles. So you had the Queen, and now you have the King. So you have both the divine and the masculine, divine masculine energies coming in. This is abundance, wholeness, completeness, fullness coming in. So you definitely are having this very fruitful time that's coming up here, because the King just represents the ultimate fruit, and gaining this confidence in who they are in relation to the outside world. They're not defining themselves by that outside. They're defining themselves by what they're finding on the inside, which is a lot to do with connecting to the higher realms. So a very solid foundation in your worth and what's coming forward there. Yeah, here we go. So you have the Judgment card here, 20, which is kind of double endings and double beginnings, but you have this new, like you have an ending in your human form and you have an ending in your spiritual, opening up new beginnings in your human realm and new beginnings in the spiritual realm, because this is your human side and this is your spiritual side. This is the character that you're playing here, and this is the actor behind this character. This is that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love. So this trumpet is them calling you to a higher place, calling you to this new beginning, to move forward in your life towards this dream, towards this new birthing that's happening in your life. And then you have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, she rules over water and rules over emotions, and all the queens, like we talked about, get a extra helping of water. So she's double water. She's like the high priestess, who she connects to the higher realms. She has understanding of emotions and can connect so deeply, and has her intuition is heightened because of that. And so, communicating with the higher realms is definitely indicated here. I mean, both of these really are here. And then your final card is the Seven of Cups, so more emotions. And the Seven of Cups shows you here, sometimes this would be like emotional confusion, but what your ancestors are wanting you to know is the freedom to chin you want to feel as you go through anything. That you don't have to be so, like, okay, when I feel this, I have to feel this. When I'm going through this situation, this is the emotion. They're like, no, you can choose this power and this is like the Queen of Cups learns this, that she knows that every moment is either of unconditional love of the higher realms or of the fear of losing conditional love of the human realm. And so she learns that in any moment you have a choice between the two, and neither is right, neither is wrong. They're just both emotions and experiences you feel. But you learn that we are taught, like we were talking about before, like with the Hierophant too, that when you're told that when this happens, this is how you have to feel, well, you don't, and you break free of that. You find your power that you are the one that gets to decide. Everyone will have their opinion on what something is supposed to mean and how you're supposed to feel as you go through it. But you really gain the power through this Queen of Cups here, that you can choose whatever emotion you want to feel in any moment. You are the queen, whether you're male or female or how you identify. You are the queen of your emotions. You rule your emotions, and you get to choose because it's your emotional kingdom, not someone else's. So I love the power that's coming in all this, and this new beginning and this fresh energy. So I can't wait to see what you do with all of this. This is going to be an amazing time for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these timeless pick-a-card readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each of the individual zodiac signs, also monthly readings for each of the individual zodiac signs, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. And if you want to be notified immediately when they become available so you don't miss out on those, if you give this video a little thumbs up and by clicking that like button, and then also you click on the subscribe button, that'll give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there's an option for all. And when you click on that, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. And also doing those things, it helps spread the bread of Zen love. And it also helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video or you share a video, you comment on a video, or subscribing to the channel especially, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, happy, excited, it does want to share the videos automatically with other people. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am so very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and my recorded personal readings actually have a sliding price scale, and you can check all of that out in the description box of this video. All right, all of you that chose number 3, the speckled egg, you speckled egglings, just know that as you're going through each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. And if you chose reading number 4, which is this beautiful red Jasper egg, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Ancestral Path Tarot and just see what is the big piece of advice that your ancestor have for you. And then we'll, of course, dive in deeper. So let's take a look here one more time. All right, so for those that chose the red Jasper egg, ancestors, what would you like them to know? Okay, they do want this one right here. And you've got Temperance. So this is all about patience and balance, balancing the upper worlds and the lower worlds, bringing in this wonderful, wonderful kind of alchemist power that you have. You can see how they have 1 foot on land and 1 foot on water. It's a lot like the star card too, which is the water bearer, and they're bringing this into your emotions, into your spiritualness, also into your mind and into the physical world. So it's impacting all areas of your life. So we'll see here, of course, and get more clarity on what they're talking and what they're kind of advising you about balance and patience. We're going to use these Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. And let's see what additional information they have for you. So for those that chose the red Jasper, okay, you want this one right here. You've got the Shield Maid, a Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. So we'll put that right here, and let's see what the Shield Maiden brings in for you here. Sorry, let me look in the right section here. There we go. So it says, have a plan or a strategy in place before moving forward. The Shield Maiden is the female knight in shining armor. In Viking traditions, women were seen as equal to men, and so joined them on their raids and fought with them on the battlefield. In this deck, the Shield Maiden brings a fiercely feminine energy, the power to be a warrior while retaining feminine sensitivity. And of course, whether you're male or female or how you identify, we all have the divine feminine, divine masculine within us. So just take that, that you can have your power and you can have the sensitivity as well. She is ready to put her plan into action. She's ready to go into battle. Her medicine helps us move beyond any unsettled feelings when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. Shield maidens worked together in times gone by to create shield walls of protection. So she also shows us how to work with others in order to bring our plans to fruition. Taking some time to assess what your next steps will be. All great warriors have a plan. You are a sensitive being, and if you are not prepared for the tasks that you're taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. The ancestor guidance that is coming to you now, it says it right here, is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a strategy in place and then let your guides support you as you move forward. So I like that. You have this desire to move forward, but the balancing, the temperance is, but whoa. So it's kind of like that fiery energy where you just want to leap in, but they're like, love the energy, but let's bring it down. Let's bring it from a 12 down to a 9 and then put plans around it, have some plans in place so that you are able to kind of funnel that energy into specific actions to get you where you want to go, so having the energy just dissipate and go everywhere. So I like that for you. We'll also pull a card here from the Wisdom of Avalon, see what else they want you to know. All right, so what else for those that chose the red Jasper egg, please? What else would you like them to know? Okay, no, they said none of those. What else? Okay, that's the one right there. And you've got the dragon, power and strength. Wow, yeah, so definitely fire-breathing dragon. That's the fieriness, right? You definitely have the power coming in here. Card number 24. Let's see what they want to add in here for you. All right, so the dragon comes to offer you its power and its strength to protect and fortify you on this leg of your journey. Love it. The dragon symbolizes true power and reminds you that this infinite source is not found within your personality or ego. True power resides deep within your soul, so call on the dragon's spiritual power and strength, and you will find a vast resource to strengthen your resolve through morality, integrity, and purpose. If you're struggling with these issues, the dragon will restore them to you. Remember that the power of the spiritual world can never be broken, and true strength is found within, not in the outside world. Never mistake a gentleman for a weak one. Watch for a signal. The dragon always makes the next step clear, and it gives you the power to take it. Wow. Yeah, so we're talking about creating a plan, and then this is like, keep an eye out. The dragon will show you the very next step to take. And again, this balance of power, this is balancing the heavenly power with the earthly power too, that of above with that of below. So there is this balancing and temperance and taking things in stride. So I love the energy that's coming in here for you, even like her brown, her brown dress and the brownness of here, and even the dragon is brown. So there is this groundingness, this beautiful energy coming in. We, of course, will also pull some cards here from the Everyday Tarot and see what clarification they would like to add. All right. So what else for those that chose number 4, please? Okay, they do want this one here and this one here. Oh, no, they want that one over here. Okay. Okay, this one goes here. This one goes here. What else? Okay, this one goes here. Nope, none of those. Okay, they do want that one there, and that one there, and then this one here. Okay, so let me just get this straightened out a little bit. There we go. And then we will start with this one down yonder. So you have the Two of Wands. This is so perfect because this really relates with this card here, where the Two of Wands is you have the world in your hands and you're like, what am I going to do? What steps am I going to take? This is all about, and actually with the Shield Maiden here too, this passion. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, and your energy. And what are you going to do with it? Where are you going to invest it? And you're making plans on where you're going to do and put it in place. And then you start taking steps toward it. So that's right in alignment with what we've been talking about. Yep. And then you have the Sun. So the sun shines brightly. You victoriousness, victory, right? Shining bright light on all things, bringing clarity into your life. Also connection with your inner child. It's very much Leo energy. So it is brightness. It is this fiery energy that's coming in to help move you forward. You know, definitely there's this fire, this passion. Leos are leaders. They have that energy of the Leo energy anyway does. And so that's what's coming through all of here too, is this power and this strength to move forward and to ride forward. So I love that. And then you have the Four of Cups. Cups are your emotions. Four is all about stability. So you have emotional stability coming in. And it's because you've been bored with the outside world and what they have had to offer. It hasn't been fulfilling. But the inner, like this talked about, the inner emotion, the inner love, the inner power is being offered for you. And that is what is bringing in your emotional stability, is because you're connecting to that instead of putting all of your energy into the outside world, because that kind of, like it says, it dissipates. But when you focus your energy inward, it's bringing you this power and this abundance to move forward in this beautiful mission that's unfolding for you. I kind of feel like this questing energy coming in. And then you have the Six of Swords, which is brilliant because swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And here's another movement. You're moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So you definitely have the Ace of Swords in hand here with this Shield Maiden. And the Ace of Swords in this tarot are it gives you the ability to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs that no longer serve you, but it also connects you to the capital teachers of the higher realm that are rooted in unconditional love. So that is coming in here too. Can't believe I totally missed that. I guess it was on purpose for a purpose. They wanted this to come up first. And then this is your ancestor, representing your ancestors in the four directions that they're giving you. And look, Temperance again. So you have Temperance twice. They're definitely saying, yes, in all things, balance and patience and balance, balancing the upper and the lower and just taking things in stride, knowing that whatever is unfolding for you is happening in its own timing, and what is meant for you will not pass you by. So be patient and be watchful and do that inner journey and the inner connection. Balance the outside with the inside, and you'll go much, much further than just looking at the outside. And then you have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is the recognition card. So you will be recognized. I kind of feel like this is almost the outside world as well as the heaven. So both heaven up above, all the higher realms and the lower realms, that you'll get this recognition for what you're doing and where you're headed here. So you might, especially with this Leo energy, it is about being in the spotlight. A lot of people who are actors and musicians, people that get into under the spotlight, have that Leo energy in their chart, if not being a Leo sun baby. But both of these together are definitely presenting that you are going to get this recognition, public recognition, in different ways, or be brought in front of the public if that's what you wish. You're like, oh God, no, don't take me there. Then that's not what you want. You'll get the recognition in the way that you are pursuing it. And then you have the King of Pentacles. So abundance, abundance, abundance. Pentacles are about your outside world as well, and your worth and how you're seeing yourself. And so this is showing that you really are taking your relationship of how you perceive yourself to the outside world to huge new levels, and that you're taking the strength and you're not allowing yourself to be pulled and pull to the left, pull to the right, people's opinion, people's desires, public opinion, whatever all this is. You're not being you're aware of it, but you're not allowing it to take you off course. You're not allowing the outside things which I call retail price. You're not allowing that to impact how you feel about your own worth. You're getting this really solid foundation of who you are. You're just all this strength coming in here in big ways, and I love that. And then your final card is the Five of Wands. Now this is interesting energy here for you, but it makes sense because the Five of Wands, wands. Did we talk about wands? I don't think I did talk a little bit about wands here. With it being your drive and your ambition, your passion, and your overall energies, when you first see this, it appears as conflict. But fives are about changing of perspective, changing of the way you're looking at things. And with the Five of Wands here, starts off looking like a kung fu battle where five people are all battling for the one position, right? Like there's this it's conflict, but it's competition, that's out there. So it feels competitive. It feels fearful because it looks like they're trying to hurt one another. And eventually there's one person left standing. And they're barely standing. The other four are collapsed on the ground, exhausted. And you're like, what's going to happen next? He's going to, end their lives? And then they all start laughing. And then they help each other up. And then they all put their staves away, the wands, back in the little place that holds them. And they all walk buddy-buddy down a path back to the monastery meal hall to have a dinner together. And you realize, these are not people who are trying to hurt each other, and it's not a fearful thing. These are people who care about each other and love one another, and were practicing to help improve their skills. So the energy moves from fear to love, from competition to supporting one another. And I like that energy coming in here because you don't have the strength, especially with that King of Pentacles. You're not looking to other people, and in fact, you're not pursuing recognition. That's not your heart and your drive. You're wanting to share something and do something. It just is a byproduct of it. So you don't feel competitive, and your ancestors are letting you be aware of digging into what you really are wanting and understanding that. And that temperance and that patience allows you to think before you leap, and even think before you speak. And it allows you to understand what it is you really were wanting. And even though you might have naturally have spewed some sort of little crass thing to someone just to mess with their minds, because that's what you used to do when you were competitive earlier in your life, and it just is in there to automatically go if you don't watch it. And they're just like, yeah, just be aware of what you're saying, because that's not who you are and what you want. And you realize that, and you are realizing that more and more. So I love all this strength that's coming in, this balancing, this temperance as you move forward in this. Success is guaranteed. You're going to get the recognition, the solid foundation, but there are some transformation of your thoughts and beliefs and your energies as well. So loving this message from your ancestors. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these timeless pick a card readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each zodiac sign, monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they're available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, then also click that subscribe button, and that'll give you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is an option for all, and if you select that, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on my channel. And also doing those things, it helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like one of my videos or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, especially subscribing to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy. It does want to share these videos automatically with other people. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am so very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and my recorded personal readings are actually on a sliding price scale too. So you can check all of that information out in the description box below. All right, beautiful people, as you go on this wonderful, empowering journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. In the meantime, though, you hang in there and you take care.